Less than 2 days away until masks are no longer required in indoor places, a day many have been waiting for. You won't have to wear a mask when you go to a restaurant, the movies, and students will no longer have to wear one in class. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nia Wong.
And I'm Aaron Loon. It's been 2 years since teachers saw their students' faces, and masks are not the only thing changing in classrooms. Eleni Dow explains everything you need to know about changing COVID protocols.
There's a lot of reading going on at Selkirk Middle School. Principal Ty Larson has to study up on all the new COVID changes coming this Monday again.
It's challenging, very, very challenging. The biggest difficulty is making sure that we're doing it to keep kids safe in every different scenario that comes at us.
Change is a constant in the pandemic, and that will continue to happen. Here's what's no longer required in just a few days. Students won't have to wear masks in class or on buses. No more social distancing either. It's also possible you may get fewer COVID exposure notifications. While schools don't have to notify families about each case, districts do have to directly tell staff and high-risk students about potential exposures. Schools will still have to report outbreaks to families, and they can do so by weekly newsletters or a dashboard, for example. It's important to note that these are recommended, and schools have the option to do what they want. For example, in the Central Valley School District, masks will be optional. However, they're keeping social distancing rules because staff feel it's been successful to mitigate outbreaks.
We're going to continue with our 3 feet of distancing and then reevaluate after a few weeks to see if that is impactful or not. And then we may loosen that to more of a practical instead of the strict 3 feet distancing.
So what rules are schools still required to follow? Anyone who tests positive will still need to quarantine. Students with symptoms waiting to go home will have to wear masks. And districts also must have access to testing just in case. There are many more different smaller recommendations the Department of Health has for schools. If you're interested in seeing what they're recommending, you can find this story on KXLY.com. In Liberty Lake, I'm Eleni Dow, 4 News Now.